Section 1 of The House of the Trees and Other Poems, by Ethelwyn Wetherald. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This recording will be by Roger Moline. The House of the Trees and Other Poems. Section 1. The House of the Trees. Ope your doors and take me in, spirit of the wood. Wash me clean of dust and din, clothe me in your mood. Take me from the noisy light to the sunless peace, where at midday standeth night, singing toil's release. All your dusky twilight stores to my senses give. Take me in and lock the doors, show me how to live. Lift your leafy roof for me. Part your yielding walls, let me wander lingeringly through your scented halls. Ope your doors and take me in, spirit of the wood. Take me, make me next of kin to your leafy brood. The Sun on the Trees. The sun within the leafy woods is like a midday moon, so soft upon these solitudes is bent the face of noon. Loosed from the outside summer blaze a few gold arrows stray, a vagrant brilliance droops or plays through all the dusky day. The gray trunk feels a touch of light, while where dead leaves are deep, a gleam of sunshine golden white lies like a soul asleep. And just beyond dank-rooted ferns, where darkening hemlocks sigh and leaves are dim, the bare road burns beneath a dazzling sky. Moonlight. When I see the ghost of night stealing through my window pane, silken sleep and silver light struggle for my soul in vain. Silken sleep all balmily breathes upon my lids oppressed, till I sudden start to see ghostly fingers on my breast. White and skyey visitant bringing beauty such as stings all my inner soul to pant after undiscovered things. Spare me this consummate pain. Silken weavings intercreep round my senses once again. I am mortal, let me sleep. Pine Needles. Here where the pine tree to the ground lets slip its fragrant load, my footsteps fall without a sound upon a velvet road. O poet pine that turns thy gaze alone unto the sky, how softly on earth's common ways thy sweet thoughts fall and lie! So sweet, so deep, seared by the sun, and smitten by the rain, they pierce the heart of every one with fragrance keen as pain. Or if some pass nor heed their sweet, nor feel their subtle dart, their softness stills the noisy feet and stills the noisy heart. O poet pine, thy needles high in starry light abode, and now for footsore passers-by they make a velvet road. The Sound of the Axe. With the sound of an axe on the light wind's tracks for my only company, and a speck of sky like a human eye, blue, bending over me. I lie at rest on the low moss pressed, whose loose leaves downward drip, as light they move as a word of love or a finger on the lip. 'Neath the canopies of the sun-bright trees pierced by an autumn ray, to rich red flakes of the old log breaks in exquisite decay. While in the pines where no sun shines perpetual morning lies. What bed more sweet could stay her feet or hold her dreaming eyes? No sound is there in the middle air, but sudden wings that soar, as a strange bird's cry goes drifting by, and then I hear once more that sound of an axe till the great tree cracks, then a crash comes as if all the winds that through its bright leaves blew were sorrowing in its fall. The Prayer of the Year. Leave me hope when I am old, Strip my joys from me, Let November to the cold Bare each leafy tree. Chill my lover, dull my friend, Only, while I grope To the dark and silent end, Leave me hope. Blight my bloom when I am old, Bid my sunlight cease, If it need be, from my hold Take the hand of peace. Leave no springtime memory, But upon the slope Of the days that are to be, Leave me hope. The Hayfield. With slender arms outstretching in the sun The grass lies dead, The winds walk tenderly and stirs not one Frail fallen head. Of baby creepings through the April day, Where streamlets wend, Of childlike dancing on the breeze of May, This is the end. No more these tiny forms are bathed in dew, No more they reach To hold with leaves that shade them from the blue A whispered speech. No more they part their arms and wreathe them close again To shield some loveful little nest, A dainty house hid in a field. For them no more the splendor of the storm, The fair delights of moon and starshine Glimmering faint and warm on summer nights. Their little lives they yield in summer death, And frequently across the field, Bereaved their dying breath Is brought to me. Twilight. I saw her walking in the rain, And sweetly drew she nigh, And then she crossed the hills again To bid the day good bye. Good bye, good bye, the world is dim as sorrow, But close behind the morning sky I'll say a glad to morrow. O dweller in the darling wood, When near to death I lie, Come from your leafy solitude And bid my soul good bye. Good bye, good bye, the world is dim as sorrow, But close behind the morning sky Oh, say a glad to morrow. The Sky Path. I hear the far moon's silver call High in the upper wold, And shepherd like it gathers all My thoughts into its fold. Oh, happy thoughts, that wheresoe'er They wander through the day, Come home at eve to upper air Along a shining way. Though some are weary, some are torn, And some are fain to grieve, And some the freshness of the morn Have kept until the eve. And some perversely seek to roam E'en from their shepherd bright, Yet all are gathered safely home And folded for the night. Oh, happy thoughts that with the streams The trees and meadows share The sky path to the gates of dreams Is their white shepherd's care. Fall and Spring. From the time the wind wakes To the time of snowflakes, That's the time the heart aches Every cloudy day. That's the time the heart takes Thought of all its heartbreaks. That's the time the heart makes Life a cloudy way. From the time the grass creeps To the time the wind sleeps, That's the time the heart leaps To the golden ray. That's the time the joy sweeps Through the depths of heart deeps, That's the time the heart keeps Happy holiday. The Woodside Way. I wandered down the woodside way, Where branching doors ope with the breeze, And saw a little child at play Among the strong and lovely trees. The dead leaves rustled to her knees, Her hair and eyes were brown as they. "O little child," I softly said, "You come a long, long way to me. The trees that tower overhead Are here in sweet reality. But you're the child I used to be, And all the leaves of May you tread." A Rainy Day. It has been twilight all the day, And as the twilight peace on daily fetters seemed to lay the finger of release. So, needless as to tree and flower, seem care and fear and pain. Our hearts grow fresher every hour, and brighten in the rain. When Twilight Comes. All out of doors, for all life's way, the fields and the woods and the good sunlight, and then in the chill of the evening gray, a sheltered nook and the hearth fire bright. No hearth, no shelter attend my way, not late, dear life, linger not too late. But before the chill and before the gray, let the sunlight gild and gravestone date. Leafless April. Leafless April, chased by light, chased by dark and full of laughter, stays a moment in her flight, where the warmest breezes waft her. By the meadow brook to lean, or where winter rye is growing, showering in a lovelier green, where her wayward steps are going. Blithesome April, brown and warm, showing slimness through her tatters, chased by sun or chased by storm, not a whit to her it matters. Swiftly through the violet bed, down to where the stream is flooding, light she lifts, and round her head see the orchard branches budding. The Visitors. In the room where I was sleeping, the sun came to the floor, its silent thought went leaping to where in woods of yore it felt the sun before. At noon the rain was slanting in gray lines from the west. A hurried child, all panting, it pattered to my nest, and smiled when sun caressed. At eve the wind was flying bird-like from bed to chair. Of brown leaves sere and dying it brought enough to spare, and dropped them here and there. At night time, without warning, I felt almost no pain. The soul of the sun in the morning, and the soul of the wind and rain, in my sleeping room remain. Autumn Days. Autumn days are sun-crowned, full of laughing breath, light their leafy feet are dancing down the way to death. Scarlet shrouded to the grave I watch them gaily go, so may I as blithely die before November snow. Woodland Worship. Here, mid these leafy walls, are sylvan halls, and all the Sabbaths of the year are gathered here. Upon their raptured mood my steps intrude, then wait, as some freed soul might wait at heaven's gate. Nowhere on earth, nowhere on sea or air, do I as easily escape this earthly shape, as here upon the white and dizzy height Of utmost worship where it seems too still for dreams. When Days Are Long. When twilight late delayeth, and morning wakes in song, and fields are full of daisies, I know the days are long. When toil is stretched at nooning, where leafy pleasures throng, when nights o'errun in music, I know the days are long. When sons afoot are marching, and reins are quick and strong, and streams speak in a whisper, I know the days are long. When hills are clad in velvet, and winds can do no wrong, and woods are deep and dusky, I know the days are long. Out of Doors. In the urgent solitudes lie the spur to larger moods. In the friendship of the trees dwell all sweet serenities. End of section 1.